So we all want freedom, right? We all want a great income, and we want to be able to travel, and we want to be able to do the things that we want to do. We want a cool business, right? Everybody wants that. I always wanted that. Always wanted to do something cool, do something impactful. But I never really valued what I had inside, right? I was always looking to achieve the latest skills or the tactics or the strategies that were going to give me the sort of business that could create the income that could provide me with that lifestyle. So I spent years doing this, traveling around the world, doing e-commerce businesses, setting up different companies. But no matter what I did, I couldn't make it fit. It just wouldn't work. Something would always go wrong. Something would always fall short. And we were never able to sustain those levels of success. What I was doing with my days, day in, day out, on the computer till 1, 2 a.m. was not in alignment with who I was. I wasn't sharing my message. I wasn't helping people. I wasn't speaking my truth. And that ultimately became corrosive too. So I found myself caught back in this cycle of just hustling to make money and ignoring what was actually really true to my heart. Life came in and just slapped me across the face. It just absolutely struck me down. And I found myself lost in a state of chronic fatigue. If it wasn't for that breakdown, I never would have found the strength and the desire and the determination to actually take my purpose seriously. And the thing I'd always wanted to do was coach. It was speak, it was help people, it was serve, it was share my gift. It was actually help people overcome their challenges. Have that moment where you can actually break through with someone and shift their level of thinking. When I made this decision to actually just go forth no matter what on that path, things started to happen and people started to show up. And I met a mentor. And before I knew it, I was invested in a big, massive program where I was learning all of this business strategy and structure and really diving deep into what builds intimacy with the people that you're trying to serve. And turns out all those years I'd spent running e-commerce and running ads and platforms and all the work I'd actually done in meditation and psychology and understanding my own psychology and all this discipline, and I could actually sort of bring it together and amalgamate it into something that was tangibly valuable. So all this, along with all the marketing and the strategy that I was learning off my mentor, it all kind of came together and we found these pieces to the puzzle. You see, the reason it wasn't connecting before, the reason it wasn't working is because there was always a pillar missing, right? Something was out of place, whether it was the message, whether it was the product or the offer, whether it was my mindset, whether it was my hero's journey. I wasn't weaving in my story well enough, or I didn't have my sales skills on point. There was always something that would make the castle collapse. So really, the biggest breakthrough that I've had is not one little thing. It's about everything. If you want to succeed in this space online, you need to be a holistically developed individual. You need to have skills of communication, skills of sales. You need to understand the strategy. You need to understand how to use these platforms. You need to understand human behavior and what makes people tick, click, buy, what makes people do the things that you need them to do if you're going to have success, if they're going to partake with thousands of dollars to invest in you and your big program. It's a holistic process, and anything less than that, it's not going to turn the dial. I believe that there's a magic that naturally comes when you choose to walk the path that you know you're supposed to walk. And I could go now and tell you about how great the income is and that I have freedom to travel and all these kind of things, but really that's not the thing that matters so much to me. The coolest thing about what I do is the people that I get to work with. It's the people that show up day in, day out, absolute mavericks that are genuinely here to walk their true path, to affect change in the world, to affect change in other people. You see, when you get your message right, when you realize your own value and you start giving it out to the world, people that are on that same wavelength just naturally get magnetized. So when I put all these pieces together and I started putting it out, who's starting to come through? Amazing people. And they inspire me. They give me energy to get up and keep going and keep doing this and keep doing the best that I can do every single day.